Man, I do not want to make a decision, but we have to do this video. So let's get into it. Which one of these bad boys comes out on top? The Wahl Vapor or the Saber 2? Let's see what I got to say about that.
CTB, you know who it is.
All right, y'all. So like I said, I've shown you the concise review of the Wahl Saber 2s and also the Wahl Vapor. These are the new releases from both brands, and we are going to see if you had to pick one, which one would you really pick? So I do have a few categories on how we're going to go by this, and we're just going to do who gets a point and who doesn't get a point with that category. I'm not going to make it real difficult or anything like that. Just going to make it nice and simple. To me, what are the most key factors of this choice that you're going to have to make once you are going to buy them? So that being said, we're going to talk about the price, the power, the battery life when it comes to runtime and charge time. We're going to talk about packaging and also performance. To me, all of those topics right there is going to let you know which one to me that you're going to pick up. So let's get into the price. So first things first, Wahl Vapor, it comes at a price at $199.99. The Saber 2 by Stylecraft comes in at $299.95. When it comes to price, the Wahl Vapor wins by a mile. It's a $100 difference. So the Wahl Vapor wins that part. Now let's talk about the power and the battery life. Yo, I don't know about y'all, but this is probably the first time I probably have said this. The Wahl Vapor has 8,000 RPMs. The Saber 2s had 7,200 RPMs. Honestly, this is probably the first time I have known for a magic clip to beat a Stylecraft clippers when it comes to RPMs. And for that, the Wahl Vapor wins again when it comes to that category. Now, when it comes to runtime, they are both at 2.5 hours of runtime. So basically tied, they both get a 1 point. And also when it comes to the charge time, the Wahl Vapor has an hour charge time. The Sabers have a 2-hour charge time. I'm so surprised about that. I really didn't think that it would be that high of a charge time, knowing the runtime is 2.5 hours. So it's only a half-hour difference. But anyway, 2 hours charge time, 1 hour charge time. The Wahl Vapor gets that point. That is interesting. This is the first clipper I felt like from Wahl that is actually beating Stylecraft in some categories like this. But we're not gonna stop there. Now, when it comes to packaging, I'm just gonna say one simple item that I honestly feel like these both should have. Over $200, I talk about it all the time, and that's a charging dock. And since the Wahl Vapor does not have a charging dock and the Sabers does, the Sabers do win that category. So they win that. I appreciate Stylecraft for always giving us the charging dock. I think that's like always a must. So appreciate that. Now, also when it comes to packaging, I wish both of these companies, more so Stylecraft since the price is a little bit higher, to have an extra blade with it. I think that would be nice. It would be a different blade that comes on the clipper. I think that would be great to have that choice, but that's just me. Let me know what y'all guys think in the comments if you guys think that would be a dope add-on when it comes to the packaging. Now, we're gonna get down to the performance. Which one of these things really get down? I had to be real fair with this and be real. There are some great things that this clipper does way better than this clipper, but also there are some great things that this clipper does a little bit better than this clipper. To me, this does, especially zero gap, take down bulk a little bit more smoother than this, even though this shapes and fades way better than this one. To me, I really gave it a tie. It's really hard for me to say which one's better at performance all around, because I can see where some people might not like this. Even though I didn't have much of a problem with this straight out of the box, this thing could take down bulk just like this one. However, when I zero gapped this one, it did take down bulk a little bit more. I can't even say smoother. You know what? I'm trying to make this so even when it comes to performance, but I gotta go with my gut and I gotta be real. I'm gonna give it to the Wahl Vapor. I think actually it does, if not the same, a little bit more better debulking than the Saber 2. That might sound crazy, but from all the hair textures that I have used, you know what? No, I take that back. See, this is why this is so hard. The problem that they both take down bulk almost the same, but the problem is when this takes down bulk, it doesn't cut, it doesn't get all the hair. It doesn't snag the hair, it just misses some hair. This actually did snag a hair when straight out of the box, but not zero gap. So I will give this a up on debulking, because this you do have to do a few more passes when it comes to debulking. When it comes to fading, these things blend, they cut like anything, I would say anything lower than a 3, this thing is not missing a beat. It's gonna slice it very nice and smooth. So that being said, yes, it is a tie when it comes to performance. I struggle with performance. It's really hard, but I got to give it to both of them. I do like how they both perform. So that being said, these two verses, the Wahl Vapor actually wins 5-3 when it comes to specs. To me, the most important specs when it comes to a clipper. So I'm curious what y'all gonna say. How would y'all compare? Why would you have picked the Saber 2, or why would you pick the Wahl Vapor over one or the other? I'm curious what y'all think, but I really wanted to do this video and really be honest with y'all on what I think, especially when it comes to performance and everything else that I said. I am actually surprised and happy for Wahl to have such specs and perform the way it does. Now, we call Andis, Oster, and Wahl the OGs, right? If they catch up, in a sense, with everybody else, are we still gonna call them OG? That's just what I'm wondering. Or are they back in the game? I wanna know y'all thoughts on that. But when it comes to these two, the Wahl Vapor wins. So shout out to Wahl for this amazing clipper that y'all did. And if y'all had to pick one, I think this one covers more than this one. I'm gonna get heat with that. I know there's gonna be some stuff, people are going to tell me, but it's okay. I'm just giving y'all my honest opinion and how I use them. So let me know what y'all think. I would love to hear what y'all have to say about it as well. And which one wins for you? Y'all be blessed.
CTB. You know who it is.